No one likes to suffer, but we all suffer at some point in our lives. You get that? No one really likes to suffer, but if you live long enough, you will suffer. You're going to have some unpleasant, bad things happen to you. Some of them you did and brought on your own. Others of them you frankly can't control. That's how I delineate suffering. Some things you suffer because of the things you do. But there are some things you have no control over. If your mother dies, you have no control over her dying. That's suffering. You cannot, you don't have the ability. If you walk out here and your loved one gets hit by a car, you don't have the ability to stop the car from killing your loved one. You suffer because you see them laying there and there was nothing that you could do about it. You suffer. Suffering is something that hurts deep. It hurts hard because you really don't have any control over it. You want to do right, but you want to stop it, or you don't want to feel that way, but there is nothing that you can do when someone in your life dies, when something in your life dies. There's nothing you can do. There are things that come up on your body. People are dying of cancer today because they're suffering, and there is no known cure. Now, we know Jesus can heal, but in this situation, there's no cure for AIDS. There's no cure for cancer, and people are suffering. They don't have the ability to help themselves. They go to hospice care because their next step is out of here. They're suffering. Not only are they suffering, but the people that love them are suffering too. See, suffering brings on a lot of sorrow because people don't like to suffer. You don't like to have pain in your body. You don't like not to have the things that you want. So you end up suffering. And we're in a time where people are suffering. Just kind of look at the statistics. It's not strange that a tornado, no, an earthquake hit China. They tell me the official death toll from the earthquake is about 68,858 people. Now you tell me some people are not suffering. As of Friday, another 18,618 people are missing. So let's put that together. 87,467 people are suffering from an earthquake in China. Now I know you say that's China, but let me help you. What if that was here? What if that was you, one of the 68,000 folks that woke up one morning but didn't wake up? The earthquake has caused you to die. Talk about some suffering. Well, I know you say that's China, but let's move a little bit further. Let's move to Minor. Minor had what they call a cyclone. A cyclone is a tornado over water. So it's sort of like a hurricane and a tornado mixed together. And so Minor had a cyclone. They said about 130,000 people either died or are still missing since the cyclone hit landfall on May 2nd. The government has put the death toll at 78,000 people. So now we've got over 150,000 folks that have either died or missing. You talk about suffering. Well, if that's not good enough for you, I know we all live over the world. Let's come home today. I guarantee you somebody died last night in their bed. I guarantee you somebody caught a bullet last night while they were out there trying to party and do what they're doing. Some parent is suffering today. Some child is suffering today because something catastrophic hit their life. I'm not talking about having a little pain because I can't pay my bill. I'm talking about something that you cannot control. Something that you love this child all of your life, and all of a sudden somebody took his life and he didn't do or she didn't do nothing wrong. I'm talking about suffering. Suffering has a way to make you humble yourself because you can't control what's going on. See, if we can control what's going on, we wouldn't suffer. But the fact of the matter is, you can't control everything. Only person that I know can control everything is God himself. So let's deal with that a little bit. So you're saying that if God can control everything, then that must mean God allows me to suffer. Because if he did not want me to die, you couldn't kill me. There is nothing you can do to me. to die, guess what? You can give it up, because my God will supply all of my needs. How? According to his riches and glory. And the Bible puts it this way: no weapon that is ever formed against me shall prosper. So if God be for you, who can be against you? That's all scripture.